what's up everybody? Terry Schwartz here with Michele Clapton, the costume designer of Game of Thrones. Now we're here at Comic-Con where cosplay is a huge part of the experience. So we invited two Game of Thrones cosplayers, Kellie and Lourdes, here to talk a little bit about cosplay and chat with Michele and myself. Now Kellie and Lourdes, why don't you tell us a little bit about your costumes that you're wearing right now?
I crafted pretty much the whole thing except for the boots and the pants. It's very hard to find fabric, Dothraki fabric, in San Diego, so I did what I could though.
I love the hand stitching, it's great.
Yeah.
I love the detailing.
I had to hand stitch because you can't find that pattern.
I can tell. It's great. I just love to see how it's all put together, and I love the fact that you covered that ring really well as well.
Thanks.
The fibulae, whatever it's called.
Hey Lourdes, how about you with your outfit?
Well, it's a leather and sheepskin as well. So
I know, but you're loving it in San Diego today, aren't
it's
you?
very hot.
It's
Winter's
amazing.
not coming here.
No, for you. It's great again, and I love the fact that women actually dress as Jon Snow as well. I'm so impressed. It's really good.
I think I'm probably the first one. I don't know.
I don't think I've seen a Lady Jon Snow before, but it makes. I think it works.
Yeah.
You're pulling it off.
I think you pull it off brilliantly, yeah. It's so exciting for me when I see people dressing in the costumes, because I mean, we obviously make them, and it's such a compliment when you actually go to the trouble of actually doing it so well, and all the plaiting and the colour. I have to compliment you on the colour, actually.
Thank you.
Because sometimes they're too blue, and it wasn't not that strong blue, because it's supposed to be a vegetable dye, so that, to me, that's really, really clever, and I like the blood.
Thank you.
You've been eating hearts.
Yes, a little bit of heart and coffee and soy sauce were great to distress the leather.
You're telling our secrets.
I know.
Yeah, don't give them away. Yeah, Michele, I was going to say, it must be a little bit surreal for you to come to Comic-Con where you're promoting your new jewelry line, which
Yeah.
you're releasing a bunch of jewelry inspired by Daenerys, and actually her big dragon necklace that
Yes.
we saw in season 5. But it must be surreal for you to walk around and see cosplayers like Kellie and Lourdes wearing Game of Thrones
I know,
cosplay.
it was really weird. I came out of my hotel this morning and there was a Drogo just walking along the street, which was really weird.
And I love that there are so many different versions of people like Daenerys. Jon sort of had the same outfit for everything up through this season,
did.
but even like Sansa and Cersei and all them.
And it's funny because this is actually obviously quite an early outfit, and now, as you say, with the dragon necklace, which is like one of the more later creations.
She always looks clean on Game of Thrones. I'm always very impressed. They must have great dry cleaning over
It gets
in
dirty
Marine.
when she rides the dragon, though.
That's true. That's true.
But that's what's good about this. Again, there's breakdown on it, and I like it when people notice the details, because that's what we really are into doing. I mean, yes, the shape's important, but if you don't do the details on high definition television, it just looks flat.
Right.
So I'm really impressed. As I say, I'm really impressed you're doing it in this weather.
So
I
what was
like
the
it.
trickiest for both of you, and like just what was like the key component in bringing the whole costume together?
For me, finding the right leather color.
Yeah.
And then I sew like a Dothraki, so I'm not the best seamstress. So I picked this one because it was the easiest to get by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Mine's probably the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you end up doing?
It's
flocked,
actually
is it?
yeah, it's like wool, like a crest hair or something.
Yeah.
And you cut them up into little pieces. And I always put in a little jar thing, and then spirit gum, and then
And then you start
stuck it on. It's a mess on the bathroom floor, but
And where did you get the leather piece from?
the leather piece.
The leather
is actually-
doublet is
it was
great.
actually commissioned by somebody in England. She does different kinds of for different bodies, I guess.
Yeah.
That she does like a different interpretation of the leather. So you
Yeah.
got like the belts here, even though John doesn't have this, but it.
But it's good to actually make it more
It's like
individual.
sheepskin.
Yeah, and I love the cross. You got the cross across the front, which is
Yes.
important. So key to the Jon Snow.
Now,
look.
you both went full out, and obviously the costumes on Game of Thrones are all the way, the full authentic. But if people are just getting into cosplay and starting at home, what advice do you have, all three of you, to sort of really get that essence of Game of Thrones and capture it in, probably a fairly simple cosplay if it's their first time?
Well, that's
doing
what
it?
I think. That's what it was so interesting. What you said is something. People who have limited sewing skills choose something that isn't too complicated, because you'll be much more rewarded if you can do something that you can really do, and some of the others that can be quite complicated. So I think that's a really good thing. And also you can build the look up and add your own little bits and pieces. I think that's interesting. Individualize it a bit. I think as long as you have the elements, have fun with it. I mean, I'd know who you two were straight away. I bumped into you in the corridor. And
Yeah.
Oh, I recognize that.
I know. So have fun. That's the whole essence of it, isn't it? Just try and have fun, and just maybe pick one detail of something and really work on that bit. And I think that's enough sometimes. And breakdown. We're obsessed by breakdown. Make it
Breakdown.
look dirty.
the coffee.
Yeah.
Find
Yes.
as many
Yeah.
images online as you can,
Yeah.
and as many detailed shots. There's got to be some high-res photos out there somewhere. Yeah. And then just take your time. Don't rush it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like, just find your high resolution photos. It's like so you can see those details and run with it. If it pick one that you love, and
Yeah.
even if it's hard, if it's the one you love, go for it.
Yeah.
it's
And
like-
look, see what we have here.
I know, and look at how amazing it turns out. Well, Kellie and Lourdes, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
here
you.
today.
Thank you.
Michelle, thank you so much for
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
Cool.
Michelle's jewelry line is available right now. You can buy 22,
London. Yeah.
22 different pieces of jewelry inspired and taken straight from Game of Thrones. It looks amazing.
Thank
you
you.
all
It
so
was
much
fun.
for coming. And for all things Game of Thrones, keep it here at IGN.
Thank you.